Hello FPL managers and welcome to our Game Week 9 preview. Let's start our preview with the top transfers in and transfers out. Transfers in: Vardy, one of the most consistent premium strikers at the moment, having scored in 4 games running, and he still has some nice fixtures on the horizon. He's a good replacement for Lukaku. Chilwell appears to have asserted himself back in the starting 11 over Alonso, and he has scored in back-to-back games. He's up there with Cancelo as the most attacking fullbacks in the league, and he'll naturally get more attacking returns. Townsend, solid option for a cheap price, couple of nice fixtures coming up as well. Salah, goes without saying really, you'd be foolish not to have him while he's in the form of his life. Azpilicueta, a nailed Chelsea starting defender with a great run of fixtures ahead, however he's 0.5 mil more expensive than Chilwell. Transfers out: Ronaldo, tough one to call, but I would be selling only for Vardy. United are in bad form and have a tough run of fixtures coming up, and where other forwards will likely outperform Ronaldo. Lukaku, after 4 consecutive blanks in the league, he suffered an ankle injury in midweek Champions League encounter. Selling him is the right thing to do. Alonso, as mentioned, he seems to have lost his place to Chilwell, so wouldn't be holding on to him. Rudiger, may be returning from injury this round, and he's the most nailed centre back at Chelsea when fit, so I would be hanging on to him. Pogba, after some good FPL returns at the start of the season, and with Rashford back, I don't see him playing in that advanced left role anymore. Jota, he lost his place to Firmino this week, who put in a man of the match performance in a scoring hat-trick, making it hard to keep him. To the next segment, top 5 stats. Salah's incredible performance continues, and he has most points in the last 4 game weeks. Vardy and Son are in great form as well, and complete the top 3 providers. Bruno Fernandes leads the ranking in most chances created and expected assists, while Douglas Luiz, who is priced 4.6 mil and has created 12 chances. Kane has 7 shots on target in the last 4 game weeks, only Sarr and Salah have more. Tielemans is playing really well as he had 11 chances created and 15 shots, returning 1 goal and 2 assists in the last 4 game weeks. Lukaku has 1.49 expected assists, but he's missing from the top shooting stats. Despite the poor form of Manchester United in the last 4 game weeks, Ronaldo has 11 shots plus 2.19 expected goals, and Greenwood has made 15 shots, 6 of them on target. These numbers put them high in the rankings. Now let's talk about team stats. The defensive stats from the last 4 game weeks. Brighton has continued their impressive defensive displays with just 2 goals conceded, the fewest, and 20 shots conceded in the box, second. Their budget pick is Shane Duffy, 4.4 mil, he's worth his weight in gold right now. Champions Man City are top of most of defensive stats, fewest shots in the box conceded, and fewest expected goals conceded across the last 4 game weeks. A City defender is now a must ahead of a very appealing upcoming fixtures. Despite conceding twice versus Palace, Arsenal are still ranked second for expected goals conceded, 3.7, and first of big chances conceded, 2 over the last 4 game weeks. Ahead of a very appealing fixture, an Arsenal defender would be a good choice. I would avoid any Villa defenders for now, having conceded second most shots 66, second most shots in the box 41, and most expected goals conceded 6.89 over the last 4 game weeks. Now let's check the team's top attacking stats. Liverpool are top of almost all attacking aspects across the last 4 game weeks. Most goals 13, most shots on target 28, and most expected goals 9.23. It's a no-brainer to have a top scoring player in the game, Mo Salah, in your squad. But the argument now is whether to keep the armband on Salah every week or not, keeping in mind that this week's opponent, Varane-less Man United, have kept a single clean sheet since the start of the season. Despite going winless across their last 3 Premier League outings, Man United have put in some solid attacking stats over the last 4 game weeks. Most shots 76, 26 of them on target, the second, and most shots in the box 44. Though to be honest, those numbers came against Aston Villa, Everton and Leicester, and with upcoming fixtures getting harder, Liverpool, Tottenham, Man City and Chelsea in the next 5, I would avoid getting in United assets, at least for now. Leicester City have registered third most shots on target and shots in the box across the last 4 game weeks, and with just 1 game with FDR over 4 in the next 7 matches, and with just 1 game ranked on the FDR with 4 over the next 7 matches, Jamie Vardy with 56 points so far is making a strong case for his inclusion in many FPL squads. Brentford is becoming the black horse of the season as they prove to be hard to beat, mainly in home games, being only second to Liverpool for most shots from open play 33 across the last 4 game weeks. The inclusion of Ivan Toney or Brian Mbeumo, who has been unlucky to hit the woodwork 6 times this season, sounds like a wise move. Wolves' attack have been awful since the start of the season. They are ranked bottom in terms of total shots, shots in the box, and shots from open play, despite scoring twice just before the international break. I believe budget forward Hwang is far from being included in your squad. Next segment, fixtures focus. Man United. In the next 3 games, Man United faces Liverpool home, Tottenham away, and Man City home. Liverpool and Man City have the 2 highest expected goals in the league and are both included in the top 4 at goals against. With 15 points and game pack on the score sheet, Tottenham away is not an easy game. Man United's attacking stats is among the best in the league with second most shots scored 16, shots on target 46 and chances created 115. However, 9 of those 16 goals came against Newcastle and Leeds, who both are ranked in the bottom 3 at expected goals against. Man United have only kept 1 clean sheet so far, and in the latest 3 games, they have scored only 3 goals and claimed 1 point. Concerning their assets, CR7 hasn't been able to keep up to his good start, and with 4 blanks in a row and a challenging fixture, it's hard to justify his price tag. Even if Ronaldo gets returns during this period, we do not expect him to outperform Vardy, who has a good schedule. Fernandes, with KDB back from injury, Salah looking unstoppable, and Son keeping his good form, the money tied to Fernandes could probably be used more effectively. Greenwood, selling him might be a wise decision, but it shouldn't be your top priority. You can hold on to him a little longer. Shaw. Man United are conceding a lot of big chances, 12th most, and without clean sheets and any real offensive threat from Shaw, this is a good time to sell the defender. Players comparison. Tony vs Mbeumo. Brentford's nice run of fixtures appeals for their assets in the coming weeks. They face the 2 worst defenses in the league, Newcastle and Norwich, Leicester, which conceded 14 goals and 133 shots, and Burnley 13 goals conceded and 127 shots. Among 7.5 mil or less midfielders, only Sarr takes more shots in the box than Mbeumo, and in addition, he hit the post 6 times this season. But Brentford play more attacking football, and with easier fixtures ahead, in my opinion, Tony will become a better option, especially with penalties. Chilwell vs Azpilicueta. Chilwell is fun to own, 4.5 touches in the opponent's box per game, while it's 2.25 for Azpilicueta, but Chilwell has more rotation risk. Azpilicueta, on the other hand, is a safer option and he can also deliver attacking returns, so with rotation taken into consideration, I would go with Azpilicueta. Top 3 differentials. The 9th game week presents 3 differentials with rather preferable fixtures that should boost their goal involvement tallies, with these names being as follows. Benjamin Chilwell. Having finally notched his first start of the season in the 7th game week, Benjamin Chilwell has already 2 goals in as many games so far, on top of another goal with England on international duty between both league fixtures. Encouraged to play higher up the pitch, thanks to the system now adopted by Chelsea, he has attempted 5 shots, all coming from inside the box and including 4 that were on target, highlighting a very attacking role for the fullback, who has also created 3 goal scoring chances and kept a clean sheet. Facing the 2nd worst Premier League defense in terms of goals conceded and worst attacking line in terms of goals scored until this stage, fantasy football returns should be on the menu at both ends of the pitch for the English star. Bryan Mbeumo. Currently sitting comfortably on top of the unluckiest statistics of the season, Bryan Mbeumo has 2 goals to his name so far, but could have been topping the goal scoring charts as 6 of his chances have unfortunately hit the woodwork for an overall tally that is higher than any other club. In total, it is expected that he deserved more returns, considering he has fired in 19 shots, including 13 from inside the box, and being on the receiving end of 5 chances. A particular aspect of his game is representing the most advanced Brentford asset forwards, reflecting a favorable out-of-position element into his game. As a striker, Ivan Toney is tasked with the playmaking duties. In the next set of fixtures, including receptions of Leicester and Norwich with a trip to Burnley in between, should come in handy for the forward to change his fortunes. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Since Arsenal's run of 3 difficult opening fixtures came to an end, Aubameyang has found the net 3 times in all home ties, earning maximum bonus points on 2 of these occasions. Since the 4th game week, he ranks top among Arsenal players for goal attempts and shots in the box, having been involved in 2 big chances and occupying the 5th position in terms of expected goals involvement among all other forwards. With a clear gap separating him from his teammates, he should be the go-to option from his side ahead of set of fixtures that would put him against Aston Villa and Watford at home, in addition to a game against Leicester away from home, a group of teams that are still struggling defensively, to a certain extent at least. To the last segment of our preview, captaincy choices. For Game Week 9, we present to you Mo Salah, Jamie Vardy and Rafinha as a punt pick. For Mo Salah, the pros are: he's in the form of his life, having scored in 9 consecutive games in all competitions. He's the joint top scorer in the league this season with 7 goals in 8 games. Liverpool scored 4 goals on their most recent visit to Old Trafford, Man United 2, Liverpool 4, with Salah scoring 1 goal. With 83 FPL points, including 5 double-digit hauls, Salah's appeal is clear to see. Salah managed to score 2 goals away in Europe on Tuesday against the notoriously tough Atletico Madrid defense. With a Tuesday and Sunday fixture schedule, Salah will be well rested ahead of the crunch tie at Old Trafford. So he will be a sure starter, and he usually plays the full 90 minutes and he's on penalty duties. Man United's defensive performance from front to back was horrendous against Leicester when conceding 4 goals in Game Week 8. The only 2 cons for Mo Salah are that he's playing an away fixture at Old Trafford, which really screams great captaincy opportunity, added to the fact that in 7 fixtures, Salah has just 2 goals and 0 assists against the Red Devils. For Jamie Vardy, his pros are that he's the joint top scorer in the league with 7 goals so far this season from an expected goals of just 3.74. Vardy has amassed 23 shots in total this season, which include 21 in the box. A total of 12 were on target. Between game weeks 5 and 8, Vardy has had 15 shots, ranked 3rd, of which 14 were in the box, ranked 1st, and 7 of them were on target, ranked 3. Between game weeks 5 and 8, Vardy had 29 touches in the opponent's box, ranked 2nd, he's got an XG of 2.58, ranked 1st, and has amassed a total of 35 FPL points, ranked 2nd. Like Salah, he's on penalties and he's a sure starter in the Leicester lineup. His cons are that Leicester face a good quality Brentford side who have conceded just 7 goals in 8 games this season, achieving 3 clean sheets in the process. Although he was an unused substitute, Vardy and Leicester faced a tough trip to Moscow on Wednesday in the Europa League. In Brentford's home game versus Chelsea in Game Week 8, the Bees were very unlucky to lose the match and looked defensively solid throughout. Our alternative differential third choice this game week is Rafinha. The Brazilian faces a Wolves team who look vulnerable defensively, having conceded 8 goals in 8 games. Rafinha will also be well rested and feeling confident after the brace that he scored for Brazil on his debut for the Samba Boys. We fancy him to build upon his 3 goals scored already this season. So our captaincy selection for Game Week 9 is Mo Salah. Despite his fixture looking tougher on paper than some of his rivals' fixtures, we're backing the Egyptian to continue his superb form, this time at the Theatre of Dreams. This is it for our preview for Game Week 9. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't yet. Check out our Facebook page for daily tips and updates. Thank you for watching, good luck to everyone, and peace!